Have you ever imagined waking up one morning and your hair keeps growing faster than you can control? This is the story of Naya, young girl from a small African village whose life changed in the most surprising way. Nia lived in a quiet village, surrounded by hills and forests. She had the most beautiful hair anyone had ever seen. It was thick, shiny, and long, so long that it touched her back in smooth waves. People came from other places just to see her hair. They called it a gift from the gods. But one morning, Nia woke up and something felt different. She stretched and looked at her hair. It had grown several inches overnight. Now it touched the floor. At first, she thought it was just a dream. But each day, her hair grew longer and longer, faster than ever. Within a week, it covered the floor, twisted around furniture, and even wrapped around her while she slept. Nia and her mother tried cutting it, but no matter how short they trimmed it, it grew back thicker and longer than. Next day, people in the village were amazed. Some were scared. They whispered that maybe it was a curse. Her friends began to avoid her. Elders in the village prayed, searched books, and spoke to other villages, but no one knew why this was happening. Nia felt lonely and afraid. Deep in her heart, she believed this was not a gift. It was a curse, and she had to stop it. One afternoon, as Nia sat alone by the village well, an old woman named Amina came to her. Amina was known to be wise and mysterious. She looked at Nia kindly and said, "Child, this is not your fault. Long ago, your family made a promise to the spirits of the land. That promise was broken. Now the curse has come to you." Nia asked, "How do I break it?" Amina replied, "You must leave them village. Go to the forest of whispers. There, someone will help you. But the forest is dangerous. Be brave." So Nia packed her things. Her mother hugged her with tears in her eyes and said, "You are stronger than you know." Nia walked into the deep forest. Her long hair dragged behind her like a river. The forest was dark, quiet, and full of whispers. She heard voices saying, "Who are you, child? What do you seek?" Nia answered, "I am Nia. I want to break the curse." The voices replied, "Then you must pass the test of the ancients. You must face your deepest fear." Soon, Nia reached a strange place. There stood a large glowing tree, older than anything she had seen. The tree spoke. "To break the curse, you must look into the water at my roots and face the truth inside yourself." Nia looked into the pool below them. Tree. She saw her reflection, but slowly it changed. It showed her fear, sadness, and all the time she felt weak. "I don't want to see this," Nia said. The tree answered, "It is part of you. But you are not your fear. You are stronger than it." Nia took a deep breath and touched the water. Her dark reflection faded. Now she saw herself brave, kind, and strong. "You have passed the test," the tree said. "Now continue your journey." Nia walked until she reached three tall statues. One held a sword, one held a shield, and one held a key. A voice whispered, "Choose one. Your choice will shape your path." Nia chose the key. The ground shook. A secret stairway opened under the statue. Nia followed the steps into a glowing cave. There, she found a door with carvings of her family's history. She placed the key in the lock. The door opened. Inside, she saw the spirits of her ancestors. One spirit spoke. "Our family once protected this land, but we took more than we gave. That broke our promise." The curse began. because of us. Nia listened closely. To break it, you must restore balance. You must make a sacrifice. Later, Nia reached a final clearing. There stood a dark figure, the source of the curse. It said, "You cannot stop me. The curse has grown for generations." But Nia stood tall. "I am not alone. The spirits of the land and my ancestors are with me." A light formed around her. The dark figure grew weaker. But it said, "To end the curse, you must give up something you love." Nia's eyes filled with tears. She knew what it meant. She had to cut her magical hair, the thing that once brought her pride but had become her burden. With trembling hands, she lifted the knife and cut her hair. The ground shook. The dark figure screamed and vanished. The curse was gone. Nia stood in the clearing with short hair, but she felt free for the first time. She returned to her village. The people gathered around her, no longer afraid. They cheered. They bowed. They called her a hero. But Nia smiled and said, "I was not alone. My ancestors, the spirits, and all of you helped me." True strength comes from within and from the love we share. As the sun set, Nia stood at the edge of the forest, ready for whatever would come next. Like the video, share it with friends, and don't forget to subscribe. For more stories, hit subscribe and turn on the bell only on Sanka Fatals.